Hello, lovely souls. Today I wanted to do a tour of the sketchbook I just finished. Yay! So excited. On the front here, I've got a sticker from Veronica Steiner. Absolutely love her work. And these two are from... Oh, it's on there. How do you pronounce that? It is Pergamo Paper Goods. These are both local to me, both these artists. And she just does these really cute, kind of illustrative people with animal heads. And on the back, I have another one from Veronica. This cool little frog. So a little bit about this sketchbook before we get into it. I have had this for an extremely long time. This was actually one that was gifted to me in high school, which was many, many years ago, and I didn't start working in this sketchbook because it just seemed really precious and I didn't want to mess it up, and I didn't think, you know, my skills were up to snuff to work in it, which I kind of regret, because I ended up, when I did start using it, I covered up a lot of things. So you'll see when I flip through, there's a lot of stuff covered up, there's a lot of extra paper taped in, there are a lot of things I painted over with acrylic, which ended up causing me problems in the long run. But I started, let's see, on our first page here, even though I covered up some older things, this is probably the oldest piece, March 23rd, 2018. So it's almost taken me exactly 2 years. So there's a lot of stuff going on in here. A lot of stuff going on. This was just a graphite illustration I did of a skull with mushrooms and dead flowers and chains. I still really like this piece. Even though I don't draw a lot of humans anymore, I don't really care to draw humans anymore. I do like this skull. He turned out really cool. And then on this page down here, this is a sticker from Nadia Rusa, if that's how you pronounce her last name. I'll link her channel below. And I just did all these little illustrations of wildflowers, some gemstones kind of falling out of this hand. And I taped in some violets that I picked. This one I started doing by Bun's April Art Challenge 2018, I believe. So these were just little illustrations for that. I didn't end up finishing, but I did have a lot of fun with these. So you can see I did a little articulated lion paw for skeleton. Day one was amphibian, so I drew a little salamander and frog eggs. And then I did this little Mononoke mask for fun. Day 3 was poisonous, so I drew a mandrake, little flowers. Day 4 was prehistoric. I did this nautilus and an arrowhead. I really like how this one turned out. You can see on these pages, this one's taped in, so I covered up what was there before. Just drew this mushroom and taped it in there. Here's another page that's got a page taped over it. This is more stuff for the April Art Challenge. So a jellyfish and a little ghost from Pac-Man, since those were tentacles and 1980s. And then I did a lot of gemstones and labradorite studies. Here on this page, I just did those things, oh, I don't remember what they're called, where you do the watercolor blobs and just draw what you see. So lots of little fun stuff there. I know my drawings don't fit inside the watercolor splotches, but I just wanted to draw kind of what I imagined when I was looking at it. This is also a page with another page on top of it. This next one is also another page with a page on top of it. I wanted to do some different items from Harry Potter, so remember all, Hermione's bag, Philosopher's Stone, and all sorts of things. They're a little shiny. This one's kind of messy, but it's just different oddity bottles. It's really messy. Another one that's got a page taped on top. Here's another one, the page taped on top. Another jellyfish, some more gemstones, and some beetles. I practiced in gouache. I really like this guy. I think the gradients on that turned out really good. I think that one looks very nice. I like this one as well. This was another day of April Art Challenge. Actually, this was the first day of the April Art Challenge for the year after. So this is 2019. You can see I didn't do a whole lot of work in here over the year. I guess after April I just dropped it and didn't pick the sketchbook back up again because I was also working on other ones. But I think I was trying to do something on this page and then went over it with this hand. But I do like how this one turned out. It's very interesting. These pages are both I pretty much covered everything on this page because I hated it. I completely covered this one with stickers because I just kept hating everything I was doing on it. The stickers, mine. There's some from Michaels, there's some from Michelle Coffey and Scullery and Finnick Design. But yeah, this was a bad page. This one down here was also not great. I was drawing these gemstones and stuff. I had done something up in here which I didn't like, so I covered it with acrylic paint, which ended up hurting me because when I drew this gecko, I'd drawn it on top of the acrylic paint, and the markers I used wouldn't dry on top of it, so they ended up smudging, and I just put this sticker on top of it. I can't remember the artist of that one. So yeah, I'm not a fan of anything on this page. It's just a mess. Obviously. What are you doing? This one here is just a lot of leaves I found and stuff. I found this fern. It's really cool. it's splitting off into two different sections and growing like that. I probably shouldn't have picked it, but he's really cool. This is just a random page of doodles, planets and eyeballs and mythical creatures. It's also kind of very messy. This one I just drew a bunch of spiders on, spider webs. I covered that guy up with a sticker. I didn't like how he turned out. Up on this page up here, I was watching Tangled and just drawing things from the movie and painting them with gouache. More spiders. There's some other pencil sketches on there. I don't think you can see. This one is, I actually covered the entire page in paint and cut out a misprint and glued it on there. So that's just a misprint. On this page I was practicing my logo. Doodled a little skull. And then this one's just swatches of a palette a friend had made for me. This is just playing around with those colors. Here are more swatches. I actually don't even know what these are from. I wish I had written it down because I really like all these colors. And then there's some skull sketches on there. Here's just some sketches of cats. Don't know how well you can see them, but just practicing cats and stuff. These are just really sketchy doodles of ideas. This was a Draw This in Your Style I started and never finished from Kipper Blossom. This is just a little landscape study I did with watercolor and gouache the other day. These are just some little insect illustrations. I actually really like these sketches. I think this guy in particular is pretty cool. I think it might be fun to play with that idea again and maybe make a sticker out of it. Here's just a little Beetlejuice page. Just drawing the sandworm and little bat wings and chalk and beetles in the handbook. It's a little fun little page. This was a study I did with a dot card, a sample card I bought. Some more just random little doodles. I did this piece in preparation for the random word challenge, so that was the first one I did. I didn't really like it, but the other ones have turned out alright. Here was my sketch page of Australian animals. Here are just some gold ferns I was playing around with. Those are for another business venture. This was the original piece I did with the Hushwing set and Hydrocolor pan, and I really did not like how this turned out. It does have a really nice glitter to it, but I don't like this. This one, well, you guys watched me do this one. This was the second piece I did with the Hushwing palette and Hydrocolor. It's kind of hard to see the glitter on that one, but did a little, added in a fortune. I really like how this page turned out. I had done some sketches on it before and erased them all, and it kind of destroyed the texture of the page, so I just blobbed a bunch of Daniel Smith Moonglow on the page to just look at how the granulation would come out. And then I took my Jelly Roll and my white Prismacolor pencil and did these sketches. I really like this. I might try and do more pages like this in my next sketchbook. Here are our random word challenge pieces, our bat, our lantern, and that mess that happened. Yeah. I finished this one up this morning, so I've just got some little doodles of stuff from Fantastic Mr. Fox. And then we've got Toadie, who is Lee's dog. I'm sure you guys know who I'm talking about. And then this is just the backing page of the sketchbook. You can tell the sketchbook has seen better days. It's falling apart. I've definitely neglected this thing. On this page I just did some little eyeballs. I drew Wilfred Warrior. If you guys know who that is, he's the most ugly, adorable thing ever. Another one of my stickers. And here is our back page with our pocket. There's actually nothing in our pocket. This guy's just a sticky note. And then I've got these doodles on the back page. Another doggo. And then I did this bat and this fox. I really like how these are stylized. I'm not sure what I was doing that day, but I like this. So my camera stopped recording. I don't know how much I got of what I was saying about this last page. I really like these two. I think in my next sketchbook I want to focus on doing more stylized animals like this. Maybe going less, I mean, I don't know if I would say that the things I paint are realistic, but I would like to have more of a stylized approach with how I draw things, so I'd like these two and keep those in mind for the next sketchbook. I am excited to say goodbye to this one. Even though it has taught me a lot, I definitely don't want to spend another 2 years working on one, even though I know this is not the only sketchbook I was working in that time. But there's just a lot going on in here. It's really messy. I covered up a lot of things I wasn't happy with, and I don't really want my sketchbook to be like that. I think it's kind of hard to see the growth when you take this long in a sketchbook. There are things I really enjoyed doing in here I still really like. I think they hold up. But I'm ready to go to the next sketchbook. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed looking through this time capsule to today of sketches and illustrations from yours truly. Here's to better things.